Okay, prepare yourself for a jump scare. Yeah, okay. Let's play Garbage Takeout Day. Hello and welcome to Hula New Play Short in your games today. I'm going to play a game by Dankud Dev. That's not a good name. Come on. I mean that no. I noticed that recently that the new devs they have amazingly professional itch game pages, but their names. No, you need to think of the brand, you know, you need to think of something cool, something that rolls off the tongue or super funny or memorable. Anyways, so this is a game that's set in winter, which is good because right now in Berlin it's hot and it's humid, so it's like a disgusting sauna. And I like to play a game where it's a little bit cold. Also, it's one of those super short, basically chore games where weird stuff happens. As per the text on the game page, today is garbage takeout day. You need to throw all the trash in the trash container. But be careful, there are a lot of strangers around. Why are they around? I don't know. Maybe we will find out. Although the game is 5 to 10 minutes long, maybe not. Alright, okay. So, they have another game that does... I see the monster faces and I'm not interested because I've seen that I think I've seen both monsters entities too many times. All right, but yeah, let's see. Oh my god, there's someone dancing on the I see it. Is that the developer? It has to be the developer. Anyone else? No. I will not accept, but if it's the developer, I approve. All right, start game. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh, wow. Good lord. I need to throw all the trash in the dumpster. Look at this. So nice. Can I move? Yeah. I'm drunk. Oh, it's the kind of movement I hate. Alright. Really? Who are you? Who are you? You take all 3 bags. That's what you do. No matter how complicated it is to balance them, you do take all of them. Young folks, they really, that's, you know, you learn that. Be efficient. Is that a cat? Is that a cat? Oh my god, you look not good. Ugh. Ew. No, I don't like that. I love cats, but this is a creepy facsimile of a cat. I don't like it. Also, where are the trash cans, by the way? Where... Oh, there's an invisible wall here. Okay, good to know. So is the cat the first stranger? I am so confused. Do I not see it? Oh my... It's not good. UI. Okay. Like, also, from an architectural, structural perspective, someone did a horrible job. I like the tunnel. That is a very creepy tunnel. Can I get hit by a car? Oh, I bet this game has 20 endings. I'm not trying to get more than one, though. Like, if it's so far away, why would I not try to take all of the bags? And obviously, it feels like the bag is not very heavy, so it's madness. What's that? 3 different trash cans, but I guess we're not recycling here. Okay. Alright, do I find the little sliver of a walkthrough? Yeah, there you go. Well, let's meet some strangers. Oh, will they... Is it that tight because someone will like just pop up? Also, even though I'm expecting it, I will get like... because I always do. It's instinctual. It has nothing to do with me being scared, but rather with my body reacting to a surprise. This is also the reason why many horror players gamers don't appreciate too many jump scares. Because it's not an earned scare. Oh, hi! Yeah, whatever. I thought I could talk to strangers. Also, that's just one person. Okay, they're gone now. Yeah. It would be, you know... It would feel weird if that happened in real life. But I would also think maybe a person thought they recognized me, but then they didn't. Why was that so loud? Okay, and now for the last one of my very inefficient trash bag run. Garbage Take Out Day is also, that's such an itch horror game title. That surely has never seen, oh god, told you so. The title has never seen a marketing eye. Okay. You scared me, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. What are you doing here at this time? What do you think? I'm trying to take out the trash in the most inefficient way possible. Today is Garbage Take Out Day. I feel like that's a one-to-one translation from the original language that the developers may be speaking. Because Garbage Take Out Day doesn't feel like the official term. But yeah, whatever. I understand, but be careful. There are all sorts of idiots walking around here. Alright, wink. Is the cat still there? It is still there. Can I play with this? Aww. Disgusting. Oh, I love cats so much, but this one... I mean, you know, I don't want to hurt it or anything. I don't wish it any harm, but I don't like it. I want it to be okay and healthy and happy, but I don't like it. If that makes sense. I like this. I like this. Like, coming from Germany, especially East Germany, I recognize these kinds of neighborhoods. So I would say Eastern Bloc, German developer, because these kind of tower block areas are very popular around the parts of the former, you know, Eastern Bloc. That was the former description. I don't think you say that anymore. Alright. Do we use some... Just throw it in another trash can? Alright. Yeah, I guess you can get maybe a different ending by running in front of the car. Because there haven't been any cars since then. Did I hear something? Was that outside? Was that in my house? In my home? House. As if I have a house. I live in a house. I don't have a house. Okay, prepare yourself for a jump scare. Yeah, okay. Prepared myself. Didn't like it. It's the noise. Also not earned. It's not an earned jump scare. It's just jumping into someone's face, you know. That's not my trash. I'll not take that. Why would I... I'm dumb. Why would I do that? Not my... Like, if I see that, the first thing I do is go inside the house, go inside my flat, and call the police. I will not take the bloody trash bag and throw it away. I mean... It wasn't there when I took out my trash. If it's my bloody trash, calling the police also would be the best thing. Or rather, well, maybe I should remove the blood first. But if it's not my trash, why would I touch a crime scene? But yeah, look at how I get rid of my trash. One bag at a time. So obviously, I'm not really thinking things through. There you go. I'm running, by the way. I'm trying to run. After you ran into the house, this man started to knock on the door. When you entered the apartment, you immediately called the police. The police detained this man. Now you're safe. Amazing storytelling. I'm right there. Let's run in front of the car. Let's just see what happens. Okay, very slow intro you can't click out of. Alright. Silent Hill 2 music? Can I even use that? Isn't that licensed? I'll let that run through because it's the people involved and it's, you know, the people that created the assets and stuff like that, so let's... Alright. Yeah, you're welcome. And Bap. Can I... I hope that doesn't happen when you replay, because... okay. Because if there's different endings, you don't want to force people to go through a very slow, unskippable outro over and over again. Yeah, I can't, yeah. That also takes way too long. Okay. And then we get then we can also play a third time through to get caught, to see what amazing storytelling awaits us. So I like the design. I think the snow and everything is nighttime. That's really cool. I think the writing is really lacking. I think the jump scares are not, they're not exciting. There you go. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Okay, that's overly dramatic. That was it? Aw. I don't even get a cool storytelling outro black screen with "You are dead. You ran in front of the car. The person is scarred for life because they ran over a person." Okay. Because you need a little bit of, like, first of all, that man, was that the old man that warned me? Was that the stranger? Who is the stranger? Did he kill someone? I mean, the black, like, with the police apprehended the man. If they apprehended the man, shouldn't there be more information what the man was about? Did he want to kill me? Did he want to kidnap me? Was there a body in the garbage bag? Was it just hilarious confusion because it was like tomato soup day? Who knows? No one knows. And that, you know, if you go with the black screen and an outro text route, then create an image, you know, tell a story. But yeah, it's typical itch game, super popular, by the way, on the main itch page. But I think because it's very short, and jump scares are always, there's a lot of horror let's players that love jump scares because then they can overreact to them. I'm not saying all of them do it, but a lot of them do it in a way that's just, you know, you watch them and you're like, no way, that's not that scary. And then they put their video on the itch page, which I also does, so no judging there. But then they will write, this is the scariest game I've ever played. And, you know, anyone who plays a couple of horror games on itch should be like, really? Sure? Is that your first horror game? Because, you know, I'm not dunking on this game. It's solid, you know, but it's definitely not the scariest game I've ever played, by a mile, to be quite honest. Because it has a good setup, but then it does really a lot of things that a lot of other games also do. And part of what works with horror, outside of unearned jump scares that are just shocking people with loud noises or sudden images, is actually creating atmosphere, creating attention, unnerving people. They always get me. It's the noise thing. It's annoying. Okay, blah blah blah. As you could see, I did not scream. I mean, some people scream when they're surprised. I don't. I just, you know, twitch a little bit. When I'm super stressed, I scream, actually. When I played Amnesia Rebirth, I screamed. And it was very funny to me because I don't usually do that when I'm scared and surprised at being scared. Like when I watch horror movies, it's a very quiet affair. Even the ones that are super, super scary to me, very quiet. And then I played Amnesia Rebirth and I had to just, I saw myself in a different light, you know. I was like, I don't know this person. But yeah, if you want to really scare people, you know, not... You need to surprise them. You need to do something unusual that is just different from other games. You need to actually refrain from the tropes. So that's the part, you know, where I'm like, this is so cool. This setup is fantastic. Oh, by the way, we need to boop the cat at least once, just to say we appreciate you. Yeah. Even though we don't, you know, we don't agree with your concept, but you're a cat, you're an animal, you don't know what you're doing. Like, even here, why is my character not saying anything? Like, oh, I thought I'd brought all the garbage in. What's the red stuff? Must be tomato soup day. That's me dunking on a game, you know, that was lovingly made by someone for hours and hours on end. Put so much work into it, and here I am, like, yeah, I don't like it. It's too tropey. I don't like jump scares. Alright, so let's get caught. You know what, I'm not even running. Let the murderer do all the work. If you're murdering me, you know, you have to do the work. Alright. I got it. What? Aw, I don't even get a proper... That is disappointing. Okay, so that was it. Wait, let's get out of the game. Garbage Takeout Day. I think I pretty much already gave my review. It's a solid game. It doesn't wow me. I think the jump scares are okay, but I'm not the biggest fan of these kind of jump scares. I would rather have something that's like more moments where it's just in the background, where it's not loud noise, someone goes there. I rather enjoy, and even the one where you walk along the path and then you see the black figure leaning in, that's been there, done that, you know. But to have small things that someone might miss, and I know as a horror game developer, especially on itch, you want to be on the front of the page, so you don't want to be subtle, you know. It's like if anyone's old enough, it's like the Garth Marenghi quote of like, what was it? Subtlety, subtext is for losers, or cowards. Subtext is for cowards, or something like that, you know. And I know a lot of horror game developers are like, I don't want something subtle in the background because then people miss it and then they think it's a boring game. But it's those small things, you know, that you can miss. That if you see them in the background, just a small movement, just something weird appearing and then being gone again, and just take your time to build this tension up without constant jump scare alarm, then a final jump scare, for example, would really hit the mark, because then you're expecting it but you don't know when it will happen. And you slowly get this unnerving feeling, because someone saying, oh, be careful, there's a lot of strangers around, that's not really scary. I mean, he scared us by popping up, you know, like a weirdo. But what he said was not really scary because there was no backstory also. Like, there's a lot of strangers around. Yeah, no shit. Look at how many flats here are. There's obviously a lot of people I don't know living here. That doesn't mean that's scary. I don't walk out of my house, see people I've never seen before, and be like, oh my god, that's scary. No, I'm not afraid of people, you know. But if the person would have said, you know, be careful, that someone has been missing, you know, or I don't know, there was a neighbor I had, you know, I haven't heard from her since a couple of days, or the police said to look out for someone, then you already are setting the scene. And then if you have a little bit more, you know, subtle moments where you might see something or not, or even have a reaction when you see the blood garbage bag, I guess it's a bloody garbage bag, then, you know, you're kind of creating more than just a step by the numbers horror game. You're trying to tell a story, and that's more immersive in any case. So what I'm saying is this is a solid game. I totally get why it's on top on the itch horror game page, but it lacks a little bit the love for the horror genre and what makes something scary, I would say. This is a fun game, but is it a good horror game? I'm not sure. Because there is love in it, you know, with the environments and everything. But, yeah. Maybe I'm too jaded, but it's missing a little bit of something. But anyways, what did you think? Do you completely disagree with me? Do you want to fight me in the comments? Be polite, you know. We're all adults here, I hope. I mean, it's not bad if you're younger than 18 or 21, but, you know, I will not fight with teenagers. And I don't want to fight with teenagers. But yeah, we're all grown-ups here, we're all adults here. You know, we can have a proper discussion. So if you disagree with me, feel free to, you know, join in the comments. Tell me what you particularly liked about the game. Also, that's always nice. I always try to, in my reviews, say, you know, even if I didn't like the game, to give some examples what I liked about it. Here, I think the setting, environment looks really lovely with the snow and everything. That's just beautiful. So yeah, tell me in the comments. And also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of indie horror games, and as you saw, I'm basically doing the Ulysses, which is like just a constant stream of thought while I'm playing. So if you enjoy, if you don't want to relax, you know, with a really chill Let's Player, but rather want someone to explain every single thought they're having while they're playing the game, then this is the channel for you. You will not find a better channel, I can assure you. Especially if you don't like loud screaming, but constant talking. That's just my to perfection combination, you know, that I put out here. So yeah, feel free to subscribe, and I promise you, if I'm the police, you call me because you were hunted by someone with a bloody knife. Because we can assume the police in this scenario did not tell me what the heck happened, you know, there was no follow-up. I was left in the dark about it. Otherwise, the text at the end of the first playthrough would have been differently. Otherwise I could have said, oh, this was a murderer they were looking for or whatever. But if I were the police in this game, I would actually do a follow-up. I'd be like, remember when you called us and you helped us catch this guy? Well, you won't believe this. I mean, I wouldn't share stuff I'm not allowed to share, you know, data security, sensitive information, etc. But I would totally tell you, you know, we apprehended the person and we found that they're, you know, they've done some stuff and he's now in jail, you know, so be assured, you know, you're safe. And there's probably, I mean, I'm a witness, or you're a witness in this scenario, so we probably have to call you back, you know, to speak about it and tell what you saw there and what happened to you. So yeah, I would not leave you in the dark. So you're like, just like, the man was apprehended and then I went home. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe see you next time. Bye. This is my self-recorded outro song, so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.